Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving deep into the sands of time to uncover a story not of war and conquest, but of something far more revolutionary: peace. Did you know that the world's very first known peace treaty comes from ancient Egypt? It's a fascinating tale that changed the course of history, so stick around. Imagine the world over 3,000 years ago. To colossal empires, the Egyptians under the mighty Pharaoh Ramesses II, and the Hittites, a powerhouse from Anatolia, which is modern-day Turkey, were locked in a bitter struggle for control of the Near East. For decades, they clashed, pouring resources and lives into a seemingly endless conflict. The tipping point came at the Battle of Kadesh, around 1274 BC. This was one of the largest chariot battles ever fought, a brutal and chaotic clash of titans. Ramesses, a master of propaganda, returned to Egypt and covered temple walls with carvings of his glorious victory. He depicted himself as a lone hero, single-handedly scattering the Hittite forces. But here's the thing: the Hittites also claimed they won. In reality, the battle was more of a bloody stalemate. Neither side could gain a decisive advantage, and both armies were left battered and exhausted. The Egyptians failed to take Kadesh, and the Hittites suffered heavy losses. This brutal deadlock set the stage for something unprecedented. For about 16 years after the battle, the conflict simmered. Both empires were facing new threats. Egypt was worried about sea peoples raiding their coasts, while the Hittites were dealing with the rising power of Assyria on their eastern border. Continuing their war against each other was becoming strategically foolish and economically draining. They were bleeding each other dry, while their real enemies grew stronger. So, they decided to do something radical. They decided to talk. In 1259 BC, diplomats from both sides hammered out an agreement that would become known as the Treaty of Kadesh, or sometimes the Silver Treaty, because it was engraved on a silver tablet. This wasn't just a ceasefire, it was a comprehensive peace agreement. It was a promise to end all hostilities forever. The treaty declared, and I'm paraphrasing here, "There shall be no more hostilities between us, forever. There shall be perfect peace and brotherhood between us forever." But it went even further. The treaty established a mutual defense pact. If either Egypt or the Hittite Empire was attacked by a third party, the other was sworn to send military aid. This was a revolutionary concept, turning your greatest enemy into your most important ally. It also included an extradition clause. Any political refugees or fugitives who fled from one land to the other were to be returned. However, it compassionately stipulated that these returned individuals and their families should not be harmed. To seal the deal and turn this political alliance into a personal one, Ramesses II married a Hittite princess. This royal wedding was a huge public event, a symbol of the newfound peace and friendship between the two former enemies. Imagine the spectacle: a princess traveling all the way from the mountains of Anatolia to the Nile Valley, cementing a bond between two of the world's greatest civilizations. So where is this treaty now? Well, we have incredible surviving copies. A massive version is carved right into the walls of the Karnak temple in Egypt for all to see. But even more amazingly, a clay tablet copy was discovered in the Hittite capital of Hattusa in modern Turkey. Today, a replica of that cuneiform tablet hangs in the United Nations headquarters in New York City, a timeless symbol of humanity's long-standing quest for peace and diplomacy over war. The Treaty of Kadesh proves that even in the ancient world, leaders understood that lasting security comes not from endless conflict, but from negotiation, mutual respect, and a shared vision for the future. It's a powerful lesson from over 3,000 years ago that is just as relevant today. What do you think about this ancient pact? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey into the past, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. See you next time.